the essential path to becoming a top-tier player, a versatile, over million-level perpetual calendar. Watch the Patek Philippe Nautilus, 5740 over 1G001. Hello everyone, today I'm bringing you 3 watches, version A, version B, and the official original. The only difference between version A and version B is the material. In all other aspects, there are no differences. Version B is made of stainless steel, while version A, like the original, is crafted from 18K white gold. Therefore, version B will have a noticeable difference in weight. Today, we'll be doing a detailed comparison between version A and the original. Looking at the overall appearance, it's really hard to spot any obvious differences between the two. There are no noticeable distinctions in the case diameter or thickness, and the finishing details of the bracelet as well as the logo on the clasp are also quite consistent. So, are there any differences between them at all? First, looking at the dial, the original version still has a noticeably brushed texture, while version A's is relatively weaker. The finishing and polishing on the original are also more rounded and full. The 3-dimensional printing of the moon phase is quite similar on both versions, with sandblasting that gives it thickness and a very luminous appearance. As for the center of the hands, version A's is not as smooth and rounded, showing obvious deformation overall. As for the strap, we didn't find any obvious differences. The thickness, rounded edge finishing, and the engraving on the clasp are all very consistent. The logo on the crown is also very similar, but there are subtle differences in the function buttons on version A are noticeably larger. Regarding the case structure gaps, perhaps because the original is an older watch, version A appears tighter than the original, with smaller visible gaps. When it comes to the movement, the quality of version A is truly astonishing. At first glance, you can hardly spot any differences in the movement structure. However, upon closer inspection, you'll definitely notice some distinctions. The original's gold rotor has a much finer texture, and the bridge finishing shows more depth and variation. The engraving on version A isn't as bright or smooth, and the color of the ruby isn't as vivid red. To be precise, the differences between version A and the original can still be identified. What's surprising is that the platinum version A only costs a little over 10,000, while the stainless steel version B is just a few thousand. Although the price is indeed very tempting, I hope everyone will keep their eyes open and avoid being deceived. If you have more questions, feel free to leave a comment, and we'll see you in the next episode.